Hello everyone, and welcome, Udvazoik, Ve'bruchim Habayim. My name is Leslie Kramer from Buffalo, New York, and I am honored and excited to serve along with Alicia Flax of Beit HaEmet as your new partnership co-chairs. But for now, together with Albert Ben Shlush from Akko, I'm thrilled to host today's celebration. Today, we are coming together with each of you to pay tribute and to thank our partnership leaders. Specifically, we will be recognizing our two outgoing partnership chairs, Michele Korin and Efrat Srebro, our 5 management team members, and our 6 committee chairs, all of whom are completing their current terms. Each of these people has given their time, passion, and friendship to our partnership community. And all of us are forever grateful for their wisdom, their commitment, and the hard work that they've put in to make ours the special partnership that it is.
Hi Leslie. Our partnership community is large and diverse, yet we will come together with a dream and the intention that we are one family. During their terms, this group has led us to creative ways. It has kept us in check and has found ways to increase the special bonds between more and more people from each of our 19-member communities. This last year has not been easy because we have not been able to host one another in our homes and communities or hug one another. Yet, with the guidance and the leadership of our chairs and management team, we have succeeded in keeping our relationship alive and creative opportunities to make a new friendship. So sit back, enjoy for the next 30 minutes, so let's celebrate our friends together, and then we will continue celebrating on a live Zoom.
נדע ימים טובים מאלה, עוד נדע ימים טובים פי אלה, שורשינו יעמיקו סלע כמו ארזים בהר. עוד נדע ימים טובים מאלה, עוד נמתיק מימיו של ים המלח בשדה ירוק, אחר השלג ואשת בלב מדבר. יחד כל הדרך, יחד לא אחרת, יד ביד נושיט לטוב שעוד יבוא, בוא יבוא. יחד כל הדרך, יחד לא אחרת, יחד איש אל איש יפתח את לבבו. רק אם נאמין בעוז הרוח, רק אם נאמין ולא ננוח מן המיצרים אל ים פתוח כמים רבים נסער. רק אם נאמין ודאי נצליח, רק אם נאמין ודאי נגיע בימים של שר ורקיע כאש התמיד נבער. יחד כל הדרך, יחד לא אחרת, יד ביד נושיט לטוב שעוד יבוא, בוא יבוא. יחד כל הדרך, יחד לא אחרת, יחד איש אל איש יפתח את לבבו.
The first time I met and experienced the power of Michele and Efrat together was in 2017 when the Buffalo women of the JFNA Heart to Heart mission first visited the Western Galilee. Now join me as we hear from a few colleagues and friends who will be sharing their thoughts about these two leaders. They'll share memories and even offer the first word that comes to mind when describing Michele and Efrat.
I knew from the moment I met her in Texas she would be amazing. She wanted to know everything there was to know about partnership and the people involved while she stood on one foot. I loved her enthusiasm and the fearless way she got things done. A natural relationship builder, she immediately jumped in the deep end with both feet. She attended every event as the world of partnership opened before her eyes. Soon she was on boards at the Galilee Medical Center as well as the Western Galilee College. Her passion was, and still is, absolutely contagious. She chaired the marketing committee for over 4 years, and while focusing her passion there, she became the czarina of our Facebook page, and it grew from a few to 2,900 followers. As Johnny Cash said, we've been everywhere, man. Michele and I have traveled many places, and she's gone to even more after taking over as chair. When Michele and Efrat took the baton in Newark, we learned their collective vision of partnership as a home. This trip was cut short by the impending Snowmageddon. Snow and plague seemed to be a reoccurring theme that these ladies overcame beautifully. A year later, in northwest Indiana, same thing. The snow came and we flew away. A year after that, we had a new plague to deal with. Not missing a beat, Michele reimagined and reinvented our fly-in to accommodate Zoom participation from Israel. It wasn't all snow and plagues, though. During her 3 years at the helm, Michele helped partnership touch and enrich thousands of lives across our communities the same way it had enriched hers a decade earlier. Together in South Bend, Michele and Efrat led a meaningful summit attended by partners far and near. Michele led over 90 women of our consortium on a momentum trip to Israel. Together, Michele and Efrat worked to take the Partnership Center from a pile of dirt and trash to the beautiful seaside home for our partnership that it is today. The dedication was attended by so many of us, along with dignitaries from the Cabinet, Knesset, Jaffe, and others. Earlier I mentioned the plague. Michele and Efrat didn't let the virus slow them down. They had the vision and leadership to pivot early, changing the focus to online programming until the global pandemic is behind us. Our queens made their own programming, starting with the beer and bagels, allowing us to get together online and see how each other were faring across our P2G world. We don't know where Michelle's Yellow Brick Road will take her next, but we can be sure the ride will continue to be amazing, inspiring, and meaningful. This is not the end of the book, but only a chapter. As Dorothy Gale said, there's no place like home. You and Efrat have made partnership a home for so many of us. May your Yellow Brick Road not lead you to Oz, but instead to Oz. As you know, Oz is the Hebrew word for strength. May your road always lead to Oz, and may you go from strength to strength in your journey, my friend. Kol hakavod be'emet. Truly well done.
Michele. Inspiring.
Sunshine.
Yalla!
Fashion icon.
Passionate.
Michele Korin is partnership.
Bubblicious.
Leadership.
My dear friend.
Passionate.
Rock and roll.
Chocolate cake.
Is the superwoman.
Michele Korin, happiness.
Effervescent.
Welcoming.
Bubbly, loving, and engaging.
Fabulous.
She is goofily passionate.
Full of surprises.
Special.
Fun. Thoughtful and enthusiastic.
Engaging.
Michele friendship.
Amazing woman.
Michele, our sunshine. Love you.
Dear Efrat, I wish you could see yourself as we all see you and love you. Kind, lovely, with open heart, smart and funny, with a lot of energy. For many years, you volunteered for the partnership, and you did it with all your heart, with passion, to connect people from Israel and the diaspora. And you did it in your own way, special way, by music and by nice hospitality at home. Thank you, Efrat. All our friends in the partnership and I wish you a lot of love, happiness, and health.
Efrat. Engaging.
תכלס. היא המוזיקה שמחברת את כולם.
You're amazing, fantastic, enthusiastic, and so energetic. I've never met a person like you.
Música.
Energizer.
Selfless.
Perseverance with compassion.
אפרת היא כל כולה נתינה ובולדוזר ענק של עשייה.
שמש מהירה.
חברתי היקרה.
לעשות טוב.
Tenacious.
Engine.
The perfect age.
שליחות.
אפרת.
מוזיקה.
Energy force.
Determined.
את מלאה בנתינה ובהמון עשייה.
המון אנרגיה.
Cheerful. Loving and warm.
Playful.
עם כל כך הרבה נתינה ועשייה מבורכת. תודה אפרת.
Commitment. Innovative.
Caring.
Amazing.
Wisdom, guidance, perspective, support, and good counsel. These are some of the words that come to mind when describing our team of community professionals and volunteers who make up the partnership management team. Always available to lend an ear, help work through the logistics, the financials, and other matters that are the core of what makes our partnership hum, they've kept us on track as a viable entity. Coming from different communities, but joining together as one, each of the 5 management team members we pay tribute today has helped guide us through challenges and opportunities connected to budget, governance, programs, and people. And they were the core of Michele and Efrat's leadership team. Let's hear what their peers have to say about them.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be able to say a few words about my dear friend, Andy Lipkin. When choosing a lead exec for my management team, there were 3 qualities I was looking for. Passion for the region, passion for their Jewish community, and most importantly, integrity. I knew that Andy Lipkin possessed all those qualities. Andy's passion for the region has been proven by the many community missions he has led to the Western Galilee. Andy's passion for his Youngstown Jewish community continues to be proven by the many programs he supports and the leadership path that he has chosen, not just for his lay leaders, but for the entire Jewish community. However, integrity was the most important quality I was looking for. I knew that Andy lived in accordance with his deepest values. I knew that Andy was an honest agent to everyone. And I knew that Andy would always keep his word. Integrity in a leader is a most valued trait, and Andy is the very definition of it. Andy, thank you for all the years you have dedicated to the Western Galilee Central Area Consortium. The partnership has prospered by your amazing leadership. You never disappointed me, and I know that you never disappointed the partnership. You are an inspiration to all of us. I love you.
This is for Bob Goldberg. Bob, I am so grateful that the partnership has asked me to express our thanks to you for all of the work that you have done on behalf of our partnership. And now, as you leave your 3-year term on the management team, we are especially grateful. We know this isn't the end and that you will continue to work very hard for the partnership as you always have. You know, the partnership has been the perfect vehicle for you to express your love of Jewish peoplehood. I've watched over the years and I've learned a lot from you, my friend. And as you now have come to your new community in Des Moines, Iowa, we will see more great things coming in terms of your gifts to give to our consortium. I wish you all the best. We are all very grateful and we're waiting for next things to happen. Again, thank you and take care.
Dear Tanja, you always called yourself the grandmother of the partnership. Being here from day one, I am honored to say to you on behalf of so many people, and in particular the Young Adults Forum, thank you. Your enthusiasm and passion for the partnership are infectious to all those who are around you. Your wisdom and experience have brought so many pivotal decisions that made our partnership better. Your greatest project was us, the young adults. You supported us through thick and thin, coming to every meeting and making sure we are on the right path. You fought for us and ensured that we will succeed in our mission. Today, you can look back with pride on your achievements and enjoy the friendships you've created over all those years. Toda, Tanja, for everything you've done. We will cherish it forever.
Dear Michele, I want to thank you for your kindness and your hospitality during our summit in July 19 in South Bend. It was a pleasure to meet you, and you and me spent some lovely time together, talk about books and movies in Israel and America and our life. I want to wish you good luck and success in everything that you're going to do, and hope to meet you soon. Bye.
Dave. Dear Dave, I would like to say I got the chance to say a few words. So, first of all, thank you. Thank you for marketing and good ideas and explaining to me how budgets work. Thanks to you for being my mate on the management team and asking questions and not giving up until you were satisfied with the questions. They were very, very important ones. And thank you for booze and schmooze, COCs, summits and all, because all this made us friends. Our families met, we visited each other's homes, and I think this connection is not going to break. And it is important to me, for after all, partnership is people to people, and we are people. So Dave, for adventures in the future, in partnership, see you in the Western Galilee, or maybe on your side of the pond soon. And we will continue where we left off, because I'm not forgetting it. I hope you don't either.
Devoted, persistent, creative, team players. These are some of the words that describe our committee chairs. They, with the support of our staff, are the one who roll up their sleeves and created the dozen of outstanding partnership programs during these past years. Let's hear what their peers have to say about them.
I'd like to speak to you about a warm, fascinating, and passionate person, Nancy Burnett. Nancy We met at the Partnership Summit in Indiana. And within 5 minutes of talking with you, I knew I wanted to get to know you better. But then to my surprise, we wound up being roommates at the Partnership Discovery. People are drawn to you because you have abilities for being present, you are a wonderful listener, and you have a joy of sharing ideas. You are passionate about family, human dignity, Judaism, Israel, and partnership. But do they know what a committed community volunteer you are in Youngstown, or your involvement as the community co-chair in partnership? And one other interesting fact, did they know you were in a rock band? Anyhow, thank you, Nancy, for all your hard work and our future as friends.
It's my turn to say thank you. Thank you very much for your warm heart and persistent attention that you paid and pay for this amazing partnership family. Your commitment to this mission and to this community is so inspiring. I am one of your luckiest friends who could experience your generous home hospitality as well. I am also grateful because of this extraordinary adventure we experienced together with you, Heidi, and Idan on that dream-alike rodeo just after we landed in Texas. I really hope that you stay with us in different ways because we need your smile and enthusiasm. So I wish Happy New Year and see you soon.
Hi Baz, it's time to congratulate you on all those years that you invested in the partnership and wish you all the best for whatever you choose to do next. Greeting to Hedva as well.
Dearest Baz, I want to take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of the Israeli members of the Medical Task Force for being our American co-chair for the past few years. I don't think there are enough words of gratitude and appreciation that will befit your involvement, your passion and love both for the partnership and the Medical Task Force and the Galilee Medical Center. It was both an honor and pleasure knowing you and working side by side with you. And I only hope and pray that you will continue being involved both in the partnership activities and the medical task force activities. And wish you all the best and success. Thank you very much for everything. My dearest Dr. Samuel Tobias, I want to thank you on behalf of Sharon Mann and myself for taking upon yourself these past years the role of being the Israeli co-chair of the medical committee. During this time, you never missed an opportunity or refused a request to meet and greet and lead visitors and delegations from the partnership communities and share the wonderful story of the Galilee Medical Center, talk about coexistence, talk about our experience with giving the humanitarian aid through the Syrian casualties of the civil war in Syria, and whatever there was to say about the hospital and about the partnership. Thank you very much for your commitment, for your enthusiasm, for your love, and for your leadership and shedding that sparkle and light both on Sharon and me. And we hope we will continue your legacy and continue to do a good job to promote both the medical task force, the medical committee, and the partnership and reach out to as much as people as possible. I hope you will stay with us, shed more light, shed more commitment and enthusiasm to us, and I wish you all the best. I love you very much.
Hey Dan, now it's your turn. I hope you're watching this with no painkillers and that you already feel better because I know you had your back surgery. So we had a long way together on this field of young adult on Western Galilee partnership. And definitely we achieved some great goals. Western Galilee became a pioneer partnership in the young leadership programs. And no doubt, much of it thanks to you and your unique kibbutznik charm that you have. There are probably many young Jews on 3 continents that I know that own you, their connections to each other and to partnership and to our region. So thank you for that, and for so many projects and volunteering with lone soldiers and students from elementary schools that had virtual tours with you, and so many things that maybe some of it I don't even know. Hopefully we'll see you soon back on our partnership on this side of the ocean. And for final, just saying great thank you for all you did and for all you've been and will be, hopefully. Bye.
My dearest Fagie, thank you for making the Israeli resource development what it is today. You are my mentor. You are the source of everything I know. You are a rare person knowing the Israeli side together with the American side. You made everything happen, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and you made a huge difference here in Israel. Thank you.
And now we will hear from Michele and Efrat, who will each share some of their own personal thoughts.
When Efrat and I began our roles as chairs, we talked a lot about our leadership styles, our vision for the partnership, and 3 areas we wanted to focus on as related to growth and programming over the next 3 years.
As Michele and Dave completed the strategic planning for the partnership, our vision was to focus on the content of our partnership activities, internationally highlighting the value of connecting people to people, standing in mutual solidarity, with the driving theme being home, and from our home to yours.
Upon the completion of our home, the partnership building, it was a natural bridge for us to choose the theme home to include the Jewish values of friendship, solidarity, tradition, food, hospitality, innovation, and a global Jewish family.
By choosing home, we decided to encourage activities that will bring people to be part of the partnership family and will encourage the number of volunteers that will be involved in the variety of the partnership activities. Tanja, one of the most famous Israeli songwriters, wrote in one of his songs this: "Home is a place that if you have to go back to it, the door will always be open for you."
We, together with our amazing team of volunteer chairs, community volunteers, and staff, made our American, Israeli, and Hungarian friends feel at home when they visited the many communities of our partnership. Additionally, we welcomed Peoria, Illinois and Springfield, Illinois to our partnership family. Yet, everything changed when COVID-19 appeared in our life and we entered unknown territory globally without the ability to meet each other face to face.
We immediately shift our programming to support and engage each other from face to our new virtual reality. We use this global shift to our advantage so as to support our partnership family during these uncertain times, showcasing our innovating ideas and initiating new creative ideas. which supported and addressed all of the three of our focused areas: volunteers, marketing/engagement, and of course, budget.
Zoom became our life, reaching more people than we could have ever imagined. We have almost 3,000 followers on Facebook, an average of 300 engaged in all of our Shabbat Shalom videos.
Shabbat Shalom from Indianapolis, Indiana. Thought I'd bring a little humor to this Shabbat.
And an average of 350 engaged for all of the majority of our online opportunities. All of this was supported by the weekly partnership update by Bracha and Sharon's weekly virtual opportunities. As a result, we completed our term with the first online virtual Hanukkah party, which was a great success, with over 800 people participating and viewing.
First of all, we are so proud of our friendship. Michele, this friendship is for life, you know. And of course, we are proud of what we accomplished together. And we are grateful to all of those that said yes to us and joined us in this meaningful ride. We couldn't have done it without you. We want to thank Judy Yuda and Sharon Hayat, the two directors that we had the pleasure to work with, and of course our beloved Bracha Tzuriel, the US director. To the staff who supported us literally 24/7, you are amazing, thank you. We appreciate and thanks all of the committee chairs for supporting and creating 46 different projects and delegation. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Leslie and Alicia, we wish you great success and know that we're always here for you. Partnership family, you're in great hands. As for us, this Thelma and Louise dynamic duo, to be continued. We'll let you know. Keep up with us. We'll see you when we see you. We appreciate, we thank you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Now we welcome Sharon Hayat, Partnership Director, and Bracha Tzuriel, Central Area Consortium Director, who will share some of their own reflection on this group of outstanding volunteers.
We are here to recognize our volunteers to the partnership and say thank you. For our outgoing management team members, each of you gave your all. Andy Lipkin, the pillar of the management. Bob Goldberg helped us always to figure out how to do things. Dave Ravitch kept us on track. Michele Boukai, questions that always made us better. Tanja Ronen, a true believer and perhaps the longest standing volunteer to our partnership. Our committee chairs, Nancy Burnett, who from Youngstown for the Community Engagement Committee, who gave her activity and her love of the partnership. Nancy Schwartz and Idan Zaccai, Nancy for her deep commitment, Idan as a connector, both for the Young Adults Committee. Fagie Benstein, our ultimate cheerleader. There's no cheerleader like Fagie. Sami Tobias, just for who you are, an amazing doctor. Buzz Romanof, for your commitment to the mission of partnership, and the two of you for being chairs of the medical committee. And to our two amazing ladies, Michele Korin and Efrat Srebro. The two of you, in your own relationship, in the connection that you had between you, set the tone for everything you did in the partnership. Everything was family, everything was home, and you enabled so many volunteers to join us in this wonderful mission. You gave an amazing amount of time and devotion to the partnership, and we look forward to your devotion in the future. We thank you, we love you, all the best.
What an amazing partnership. I feel privileged to direct it. We are a true powerhouse of social weaving. Started only 3 months prior to the pandemic outbreak, I can say you did all the fun before I got here. And on a serious note, I want to thank you all whom I met mainly by Zoom. Thank you to the outgoing management members and to the committee chairs, and of course to my dearest friends Michele and Efrat for your dedication and care. Time for change as we welcome Leslie Kramer and Alicia Flux, our P2G co-chairs, and to the incoming management members, Idan Nozick of Northwest Indiana, Alan Potash from Omaha, Daniel Septimus from Austin, Marcy Paul from Dayton, and Michele Aronson from Israel. Also, I want to welcome our incoming committee chairs, Jessica Dizdik in Education from San Antonio, Ori Rosin from Akko, and Ilan Daniel from Indianapolis in our young adult, Ladonna Fishkin in Community from Peoria, Sandy Binder from Austin, and Aya Kadega from Israel in Medical, and Nili Sakaju and the Friends of Partnership in Israel. It's important to me also to recognize and thank our current management and chairs who has been serving for a few years already and extending their terms. Albert Penschluss from Akko, Irv Moskowitz and Marcy Paul from Dayton, Ishtavan and Asaf from Budapest, Noah Tene, Tony Ziv, Janan Falach and Orit Katzer-Chenguri from Israel. While this is a volunteer recognition event, we must put the spotlight for a second and thank our amazing staff, a true dream team, dedicated group of professionals that none of this magic could have happened without you. Thank you, Hedy from Budapest. Thank you, Gila Vital, Heidi, and Adi in Israel. And thank you, Bracha, my partner in directing, for being here as a colleague, as a friend, and as a mentor. The past year, trying times of COVID-19 has proved to us what a strong base we have. 1 home, 19 communities, hundreds of volunteers, 7 staff members, 40+ programs, tens of partners, 1 partnership. The leadership is the beating heart of the partnership. We are a true example of living bridge relationship created through partnership. We connect and support existing and emerging Jewish communal needs. And we are also conveners by creating partnership within us. I feel so very fortunate to be here with much admiration. Thank you.
Thank you, Bracha and Sharon. We are very excited to now present our incoming chairs, Leslie Kramer from Buffalo and Alicia Flex from Beta Emek. They will introduce themselves and we wish them all the best as they lead our partnership forward.
As we look forward to 2021 and beyond, I am so honored and ready to roll up my sleeves and together with Alicia chair this very special Partnership Together community. I come to this position with a background steeped in Jewish community involvement and a strong personal tie to the American Jewish community and to Israel. I grew up in Buffalo, New York, in a Jewishly active family where the dinner conversations often revolved around Israel and the Jewish community. When I was 13 years old, I first visited Israel with my family, and that began my lifelong love for and relationship with the people and the land. Every place I've lived since then, I've been involved in the Jewish community. That includes Ithaca, New York, Chicago, Illinois, and Ramat Aviv, when I attended the Tel Aviv University on a year abroad program and then stayed to work and live for a couple of years. By the way, my Hebrew is good enough to get around, but I am in desperate need of refreshing my skills. And I can't wait to do so when I can come back to the Western Galilee. Since the time almost 5 years ago when Buffalo joined the partnership, I have visited the Western Galilee several times, both with the community groups and with my family for my own personal exploration and adventure. I must tell you, I have simply fallen in love with the region and the partnership community. And I believe that the essence of our partnership, building bridges between communities and individuals across the globe, is critical for the strength and health of world Jewry. I have visited Jewish communities in Europe and in the former Soviet Union, and I cannot wait to visit our Hungarian friends in their beautiful Budapest. I also see so much opportunity in further connecting the partnership's 16 American communities to each other. Alicia and I plan to visit all of our communities, even if by Zoom, very soon, and to continue building all together a vibrant and far-reaching partnership. What this really means is that I'm looking forward to getting to know each of you and those who call this partnership both our family and our home. Until then, lehitraot, see you soon, and thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, I'm Elisha Flax. I was born and raised on Kibbutz Bet Emek in the Western Galilee. After the army, I went for a trip abroad that lasted for 30 years. I spent 7 years in Japan and 23 years in England. In England, I worked as a lawyer, but then moved on to being a business developer and an entrepreneur. We returned to Israel in 2014, and now I live in Bet Emek, where I'm involved with the management of the business in my kibbutz. I particularly enjoy my work with young entrepreneurs who are developing businesses in the Western Galilee, in the hope of stopping them leaving the region to Tel Aviv. I thank you for this opportunity to chair the partnership of the Western Galilee, the Central Area Consortium in Budapest. I'm learning quickly about our 19 communities and look forward to meeting all the staff and volunteers who are involved. This is new territory for me, but I'm already impressed that all those involved speak so enthusiastically about the partnership. I'm pleased to be co-chairing with Leslie Kramer and look forward to meeting all of you in person once travel returns to our reality.
Thank you for joining us today. We thank our tireless volunteers as we look forward to the future where there will be even more opportunities to learn together, create together, come together, and build this partnership community that we love together as one. Now, please join Leslie and me and all of us to a special social time on Zoom, where we can raise a glass or two to Efrat, Michele, and all of Values volunteers. The Zoom link is on the chat.